I have been fighting
Defense
for this
Secretary
country.
Delfin Lorenzana justifies his unilateral revocation of the UP-DND Accord. But is he now open for dialogue with the state U? 4 of the country's top universities slammed the red tagging by NTF-ELCAC's Lieutenant General Antonio Parlade Jr. The Philippine Red Cross will start using cheaper, faster, and safer COVID-19 saliva tests today. President Duterte wants to be the last to get vaccinated against COVID-19. But Vice President Leni Robredo says the chief executive should receive one of the first shots. And the country's longest-running musical variety show, Asap Natin To, debuts on the Kapatid Network. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know as you jumpstart your day. I'm Charles Lejano. Starting off today's newscast with Defense Secretary Delfin Lorenzana, once again defending his decision to unilaterally terminate the UP-DND Accord. In an edited speech that was uploaded online, Lorenzana said that he made the decision after hearing of the numerous testimonies of supposed former NPA rebels. He also believes that his move is a show of devotion for the country.
Abrogating the DND agreement with UP is a fulfillment of a patriotic duty, even though it is an unpopular move. My intentions are pure. My goal is simple, to minimize the threat to the youth.
Lorenzana added that as a former soldier, he personally witnessed the, quote, atrocities committed by the communist terrorist group against the people. That's why he wants to put an end to the government's battle against the CPP-NPA that has been going on for more than 50 years.
Help me fix this. Let us talk and find ways to end this insurgency once and for all. Let us work together and move forward.
4 premier universities denounced NTF-ELCAC's claim that they're supposed recruitment havens of the NPA. In a joint statement, FEU, Ateneo, De La Salle, and UST slammed NTF-ELCAC spokesperson Antonio Parlade for his accusations, saying these are getting old and are irresponsible as these were made without proof. Top officials of the universities also noted that they value Filipinos' basic constitutional rights to speech, thought, assembly, and organization. The schools also emphasized that they do not promote nor condone recruitment activities by the NPA. Meanwhile, Parlade says the NTF-ELCAC has no plans to file charges just yet against anyone involved in the supposed NPA recruitment in these schools. In an interview with One News's Now on Sunday, Parlade said he's leaving the decision to file charges to the NTF's legal cluster. He added that his accusations were based on documents obtained from the CPP Central Committee official Vicente Ladlad, who was arrested 4 years ago.
What you want to do is really to inform them and yes, convince them that there's an ongoing recruitment in their schools. But as far as filing cases is concerned, I guess I'd leave it to the legal authorities to do this.
The NTF-ELCAC said they've been coordinating with school administrators to put an end to these supposed recruitments. Parlade also claimed that recruitment is still happening online even during the pandemic. He also said that they're looking to monitor websites where these activities are taking place.
We want to continue this engagement and hope to be able to come up with some concrete plans to address this.
Vice President Leni Robredo has again slammed the abrupt termination of the UP-DND Accord. In her weekly radio program, Robredo said the Defense Department could have easily resolved the matter through dialogue. The Vice President noted that the agency did not need to strong-arm the state university, as it is not an enemy of the state. Robredo adds that the DND should have first requested to have talks not only with UP administrators, but also with student leaders. We'll be back with more stories after a quick break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Charles Lejano. The interagency task force is set to convene today to tackle the spread of the new UK variant in the Philippines. This comes after the IATF decided to ease age restrictions in areas under MGCQ to accommodate children aged 10 and above. Health Secretary Francisco Duque III said that the recent resolution will not affect the transmission of the new strain. That's because they can make necessary changes to the quarantine classifications of those experiencing spikes in COVID-19 cases.
Meron naman po tayong kaagaran, rekomendasyon na mag-escalate to GCQ ang mga lugar na kasalukuyan naka-MGCQ. Pagka na-GCQ sila, ibig sabihin, hindi pwedeng i-adapt yung IATF resolution.
However, local health experts insist that it's premature to say that there's community transmission of the UK strain in the Philippines. That's despite the DOH announcing 16 new COVID-19 patients who were confirmed to be carriers of the B117 variant.
Right now, there's no evidence of that dahil meron po tayong isang cluster lang na alam naman po natin na magkaka-related sila. And then, we have to find where that person, yung siguro kung ano yung common source nun. And then the others, mukhang wala namang onward transmission. So right now, there's no evidence of community transmission. Doesn't mean that it's not there, but we will continue to look.
Here are the biggest stories from the dailies. The Philippine Star reports that health authorities are still searching for the carrier of the UK variant in Bontoc Mountain Province. This comes after 12 villagers from the town tested positive for the more infectious strain. Saliva testing kicks off today. Filipino Star ngayon reports that the PRC's saliva tests will be available at their molecular laboratories in Mandaluyong and at the port area in Manila. All 13 Red Cross labs across the country are also expected to conduct saliva tests by February. And this from Business World, a study found that the monopoly of vaccine supply by rich countries will only come back to haunt them. The research concluded that the global economy will take a hit of over $9 trillion as global supply chains from developing countries continue to be disrupted by the virus. The complete findings of the new research, commissioned by the International Chamber of Commerce, is set to be released today. Vice President Leni Robredo says it's important for President Duterte to receive COVID-19 shots in public to boost the country's confidence regarding vaccines. This after Duterte said that he wants to be privately vaccinated like the British royals. Robredo said she's willing to receive the shots publicly if the president refuses to do so. The vice president noted that Duterte must still consider public inoculation, citing studies that many Filipinos are afraid of COVID vaccines, risks, and side effects. Hashtag Asap as One trended on Sunday as the Kapamilya show debuted on TV5. The first simulcast of the longest-running musical variety show on Philippine TV was made extra special by performances of Kapamilya stars. The historic moment was capped off by ABS-CBN's Brightest Stars, celebrating how the two networks came together how to better serve the Filipino audience. Here's a clip from the jaw-dropping performances. The song Rise UP, led by Asia's songbird Regine Velasquez Alcacid. To watch out for later today. It's been 6 years since the Mama Sapano clash that killed 44 members of the PNP's Special Action Force. Today is their National Day of Remembrance. The 3 SAF personnel who were injured in a firefight in Maguindanao on Saturday are now in stable condition. And the U.S. House of Representatives is scheduled to deliver the articles of impeachment of former President Donald Trump to the Senate today. And that's how the day is shaping up to be. Join us later at 10 a.m. as we monitor the day's biggest stories from sunrise to sundown. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Just register for a free account at www.signalplay.com so you can stream One News live anytime and anywhere. I'm Charles Lejano. We are One News.